Oh, I should read this and then compare them. Oh, that sounds like fun. Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm doing the mid-year freak-out book tag. I haven't done a tag video in a while, and I wanted to save up some reviews to schedule for when I'm on vacation in August. So I decided to do this tag because I've seen it floating around and it sounded like fun. So I decided to jump on the freak train, the mid-year freak-out train. Anyway, I have read 45 books this year so far. That's a lot for me. My goal for the year is 52, so yeah. Those readathons I did really helped. So thank you mainly to Eric at Break Even Books because he's the one that keeps posting about these readathons. If you for some reason haven't checked out his channel, you should because it's really great. So these are hard questions because I read a lot of really good books so far this year. I obviously answered the prompts ahead of time because I had to look at my freaking Excel spreadsheet to figure out the answers. It's funny because I was staring at it trying to figure this out, and my husband came up behind me and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I turned to him and I'm like, "These are all the books I've read this year." And the eye roll he gave me was out of this world. Like, it was like a head moving and everything, and then he just walked away saying nothing else. He's not a reader. Anyway, I have listed the prompts below if you want to do this tag as well, and I'm just going to jump right in. So the first prompt is, number 1, best book you've read so far. In truth, there are about 5 or 6 best books that I've read, but after looking at all the other questions, Stringers is the one left standing because all the others were placed in other categories. So Stringers is the best book I've read so far. It is so funny, guys. It's really good. If you like space opera, if you like weird aliens, if you like humor but also kind of a serious tone and friendship, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Prompt number 2, the best sequel you've read so far. So this is a tie, I couldn't decide. So it's Azura Ghost by Essa Hansen, which is the sequel to Nofic Gloss, which I really like. And then the second one is Spawnaspiracy by Jessie Nolan Bailey, which is sequel to The Jealousy of Jalis. I loved both of these to smithereens, and I have no idea which would win in a fight because they're both so badass, it's scary. So, really good books. New releases I haven't read yet, but want to. So I have a bunch of ARCs I've been approved for, and I think that ARCs count because they're out in that I have them. They just haven't been released to the public yet. And I'm definitely a TBR reader, so I feel like lost if I don't know what I'm going to read next. These are all coming out in the fall. I specifically avoided books in August, like that were coming out in August, because I'm on vacation, as I said, and I prefer paperbacks at the beach. So expect these reviews in September, October. They are so far, because I obviously am going to request more. Mother Thing, Cocoon, The Dark Between the Trees, Neom, I don't know, and Wilder Woman. So these are all coming out in September and October, or November even. Prompt number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. So there's 3 of these for me. The first is I'm super excited for the upcoming Dragonlance book, Dragons of Deceit. Dragonlance was a huge part of my life growing up, like when I was a teenager. It got me through some kind of like tough times. So I'm very excited to kind of see this new offshoot. And I've heard rumors about it, how it like resets kind of that trilogy that came out in the mid-2000s that I wasn't particularly fond of. I don't think a lot of people were. I can't even remember what they were called. They were the Dragonlance that didn't have dragons, pretty much. Anyway, so I'm going to do, for the first week of August when it comes out, I'm going to do a video commemorating my favorite books of the Dragonlance series that I still have in my shelf at the bottom. I'm going to go through my favorite ones. And am I going to read the new one? I will, but I'm not going to buy it in hardcover. Like, do you think I'm rich? Like, give me a break. I'm going to either wait for the library to get it or I'm going to wait for paperback. The second book is Vasquez by Violet Castro. Have I begged Titan Books for an ARC? Yes, I have. Will they give it to me? I don't know. But I love the Aliens movies. I have Aliens the book. Oh my god. Okay. I have, look at this. And it's by Alan Dean Foster. I wonder, I should read this and then compare them. That sounds like fun. Anyway, I have an interesting opinion of fun. Anyway, Vasquez deals with the character Vasquez from Aliens. and it's written by a Latina woman, which is great because there was, a bit problematic elements with the casting of Vasquez's character in the movie, so it's kind of cool to see that righted. And she was like an inspiration to me growing up, just like Ripley was, because she was a badass female soldier when at the time that wasn't a very common thing when I was in the early 90s when I was growing up. So the third book, though, that I'm excited for is the third book in the amazing Siege of Malta series by Martez Fenech. If you only read one historical fiction in your life, this trilogy is absolutely fantastic. The first is 8 Point Across, and the third is coming out in September. It's called Ashfall. I'm super stoked. I didn't pre-order it because I wanted the paperback. So I'm basically, as soon as it comes out, I'm going to be ordering that and reading it right away. And they're beasts. They're big books. I think the first book I had on ebook, and the second one was given to me on ebook. I don't actually have them in paperback, which is weird. I thought I did, but I guess I don't. But I'm going to buy them in paperback. I want the whole set. They're awesome. Also, Martez is Canadian like me. Prompt number 5. The biggest disappointment I've read this year. That's Winter's Orbit. You can check out my video to see why, but I found it quite boring. So, there we go. Number 6, the biggest surprise. That was Under Fortunate Stars. I absolutely loved this. It was probably one of the top one of the top contenders for my best books of the year. I went into it being like, okay, I just requested this at random, from NetGalley because it sounded kind of cool. I should just get it over with because it's due, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, it's great. Prompt 7, a favorite new author. That would be O.R. Lee or Leah and T.A. Bruno, indie authors of Rybekite. Oh my god, I used to know how to say this back when I did my review. and In the Orbit of Sirens. Their books are awesome, and they seem like awesome dudes in real life too. So they're my 2 favorite authors. I intend to read the rest of their series at some point. Number 8, newest fictional crush. This was hard because I haven't actually had a lot of book crushes or even book ships this year. Maybe I'm too tired. Non-problematic ones anyway. So the closest one I could even think of was Jaqen from The Last Watch. Who's not even a very big character in that book, but I thought he was cute. Number 9, my newest favorite character. That is a toss-up between Skelly from Little Bird, the talking skeleton, and Margot Chambers from Armada, because she is just a badass. So, there we go. Number 10, a book that made me cry. Nothing really makes me cry, but The House in the Cerulean Sea was very, very sweet. I very much enjoyed that book. A book that made me happy. That was Fault Tolerance. I loved the series. I have the first one here. The first one is, as you know, because I talk about this book all the time, Chilling Effect by Valerie Valdez. So Fault Tolerance is the third book in the series. I intend to eventually get them all in paperback. And I really loved it. And they sent me an ARC. I don't even think it's out yet. But yeah, you should check out Chilling Effect. It's so good. Number 12, best new adaptation. I didn't read a lot of adaptations this year. I read Lore Olympus, but the best one I read was What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. It's a retelling of the fall of the House of Usher, and it's really fun. You should check out my review. It's coming out in July, so it's definitely one you should snap up. It's a short little book, too, so it's a quick read. Really fun. Number 13, favorite new video you made. Oh my god, I love making all my videos. It's so much fun. It's like my favorite hobby of all time. But the Fifth Element one was pretty fun to make. Despite my stupid microphone issues, I found out what happened. So my camera setting on my computer reset or something. I don't know how. And it automatically sent the microphone to my webcam speaker and not my microphone. Sorry. So that was what happened, but I'm not going to refilm it because it took a long time. Guys, that video took forever to make because I had to add all the GIFs too. And half the GIFs didn't work, so they keep crashing. Oh my god, it was just a pain in the butt. Number 14, the most beautiful new book you've bought or received, and that without a doubt is Primitives. This book is freaking gorgeous. I love it. It's post-apocalyptic, and it's such a beautiful book. I'm very, very happy that they sent me this. You should check out my review. It's really good. And 15, last one. What are some books you need to finish by the end of the year? Oh, I have a stack. That stack back there is my TBR, like upcoming TBR, and then I have like varying levels of TBR. I also have more books down on my lower shelf over there. Plus, everything here like these are my to be read classic sci-fis soon, and then most of these I have not read. Some of them I have. It's interspersed, but there's a lot of classic sci-fi I need to get to. But the two books that I intend to read that aren't classic sci-fi, I have to read American War because it was given to me as a birthday gift last year. My birthday's in July, so I need to read it because then I feel bad that I haven't read it yet. And then the next one is I need to read The Fall of Hyperion because so I don't forget, poor little baby, before I forget what happened in the first one, because I will forget. I forget everything, which is why I read so many books, because I don't remember any of them anyway. So, yeah, that was that tag. Let me know in the comments what's the best book you've read this year so I can add it to my ever-growing TBR, or if you share the same favorite as me, that would be really cool. We'd be bookmates. I don't know if that's a thing, and if I just made it up, then that's awesome. If not, then sorry I stole that. Anyway, if you do booktube, also do this tag. It's really fun. I love checking out these little tag videos because it's kind of cool to see how people are progressing through the year. Yeah, I've included the prompts below, and thanks for watching.